So in this session also, we will continue the if related both the things, right? So it is good practice. While typing, we may type small combination case, but one time you click on pretty printer, it will automatically sets the sets the uppercase. It will convert automatically into uppercase. Formatting. You no need to too many ifs and if so many case indications are there. Yeah, you while typing you are in a hurry. You did not notice the which case you are typing. No worries because ABAP is not case sensitive. But finally, at least one time you click on pretty printer, it automatically converts all the keywords into uppercase. Right. That is there is a setting. Okay, accordingly it works. Suppose you have to know this also very important. If if is begin at which column? Line number 9, column position 1. Then go to next. This year end if also must end with column position 1. Suppose I shift at a column position 4. This is at 1, this is at 4. But still syntactically it is correct. System point of view, the number of ifs, number of end ifs should match. That's it is it. Doesn't matter where it is. But Abacus point of view, this is a confusion. It doesn't look like so that is called as style or indentation or beautification. We call it as in C language. That is the beginning column, ending column should be at the same. Then only okay, it looks nice. So you click on Pretty Printer, it automatically sets two things for you. Pretty Printer is used for indentation. Indentation means beginning column, ending column to align the same column position. That is one thing. Second is it will convert all the keywords into uppercase. That is another advantage. Okay, next. Here you might ask one question. Is this is again I said if end with period here, and if end with period here. By mistake period missing, you know this is a common error. Last statement is not complete, period missing. These are all already covered, completed. Right. Next, why we are discussing this period also because in some other programmings we don't end the if with periods, line terminators. Okay. Uh, Next, what is the meaning of one to one? One, what is one here? First, one is a digit or number, but in our above point of view, one is a numeric literal. One is a numeric literal. That's why what happens, it is single quotes is optional. Single quotes is optional. Yes, you are writing. Yes. Next, you know this expression. Yes. Here, in this case, always okay. When you go with the EQ is the best practice. So EQ through you will come to know. So the result is EQ capital or small. So I'm going to read one more expression. Yes, okay, if directly checking one, okay, EQ, then two. Wantedly specifying in a single quotes. Then end if I don't write anything inside this. So still it is accepted. You no need to write, you write it. One line, two line, write statement, message statement, or any other calculations part and operations. Otherwise, also this is accepted. Without. So nothing is there here. Right. Next, if you want to write, yes. Then again, write. Okay, I'm writing false statement. because I know one is never going to be equal to two. Right? Yes, because these numbers are digits. This editor automatically understood, kind of it was like predefined. So single quotes is up. When you go with alphanumeric combination, single quotations is must. After character, single quotations are must. So, okay, this is your. So in nature, one never going to be yes. One simple true statement, and as well as so here it is. Else can go to the statement. So one is equal. That is even it is not writing the false else. Why? Because if you want to write even false statement, then you can test it. Not equals to. Then you will get one false statement, one true statement, one false statement. Right? So this is the way. Okay, we will go for this. So in this, because wantedly this EQ is a letter, two-letter English keyword, English letter. You can write it in capital letter or small letters. It's okay, right? So this we are calling it as this is a operator. Which operator? Relational operator. I told you operation operator before and after. You have to give before and after. Yes, if I don't write this way, yes, it is. Actually, there must be space. Yes. So, because it is a kind of 13th line, it's a warning. Warnings can be ignored. Warnings are yellow triangle. Yes, first time warning you can see this way. Warnings can be ignored, I said. Errors only must be corrected. Suppose check, still okay. Activate. It is activated. See the result. Result also okay. That is, here it is, okay, and not equals to is okay. This is accepted. But when it comes to, you can write it not equals to. Yes, if you go to here, I'll comment it. We have not equals to can be written by using this operator also. Still, the result is same. Okay. So in this comes to, when it comes to operator, check. Still it is giving warning only. Okay, it's okay, right? So you can use English letters or operators. But yes, as a best practice, provide space before and after to avoid that even warning also. Okay. So because I already introduced all those operators list, I'm directly going to the this particular scenario. Okay. Got it? Yes. So this is the way you can check the true or false statements by using this. So fine. Now we will go write one program for this to go for to decide. This is a kind of simply statements. We if you want to test it the multiple ways want to test it the multiple ways like yes so we can go to data mm, data so I'm writing n1 type I value 10 just you know this expression right yes okay if n1 equals to 10 yes okay then yes end so simple so because I said first let me write this is your true state. Okay. Mm. Execute it and make sure that the above code should be commented it. So we are basics point of view, we are clear. What is that declaration? Then this is a kind of expression or operation statement. Then right statement. Okay, all these things you can convert it at a time. This way. So if the N1 value is 10, okay, you can print result as true. Okay, simple. So here in this case, even I can write EQ also, or yes, you can see EQ. Still it is true. So what do you understand with this? So equals to operator used for comparison purpose. And the EQ is only used for comparison purpose. EQ two letters. But as a best practice, whenever there is a comparison comes, go for English letters. That's the best one. When there is a question of assigning a value, then only equal to operator is suggested. Okay, so you have to know the type of difference. Okay, right. Yes. Next, if the yes, go to we can write one else part also. Else part. So false statement. So if else and if. So I said this entire else followed by what? First time we introduced. Else followed by control space. Using control space, nothing. Clicking on the keyboard through control space. No, because else doesn't follow by anything. Even after end if control space, no. System is not proposing anything after else or after end if. Even after if space, control space. Yes, you are getting. These are all the things I said. Exact filter N1 new, not reduce screen, etc. etc. Okay, got it? So you have to know that whatever is taught, you have to this okay, else must be only one else only allowed here. You cannot write one more else. Just suppose if it is all those things you can try out. So you can receive the error message. So second else statement. So this is the way. This is how system gives the error. Because wantedly you do mistake. Check what exactly system proposes. Okay? Yes. This type of only okay. What system says that only one time else only allowed and permitted. This is commented or you can go for remove it. Okay. Next, if you do the this particular this one like 10 value we are giving and checking. Yes. One time we will go to the debugger now onwards. True, it is true. Because sequence of execution statements also you have to check now onwards. So go to yes, data object. So for clarity's sake, we'll use desktop. The system by default opens standard tab, but switch to desktop 3. Here you double click on N1 Double click on N1, it is showing with value 10, right? With this memory, right? Then go to the this checking whether N1 contains only one variable. No, we don't require second variable. Next, so look at right statement. Yeah, this is expression using relational operator, right? Logical or relationship operator. You can. Yes. So it goes to this is your right statement. When this is the right statement, else and if directly it is going to out. That means, yeah, okay, it is program is ended over. So you have to know that after right statement, even it is not going to the else part. That's what you have to notice it. And if you go back to this previous scenario, yes, logical and or, you can see this type of approaches also sometimes. What is that? If, okay, you can specify some kind of expression within the bracket. Expression in condition one. Okay, yes. So this is your yes condition using and yes, and moreover, here this is your or yes, okay? This is your condition, and better we will go for expression. If I write like this, okay. So, but this is seems like the above one only. But sometimes we will go with expression condition with and yes, with and a and d yes and that is with means using okay yes expression okay better you're right the expression could be a mathematical expression yes okay some kind of comparison and all value comparison and all so you this is also this type of scenarios also we will come across in the live projects okay so now see we are extended to the basic to the extensions okay so you will write okay two conditions by using and two conditions see if both are true then only if this is the case okay if because the brackets comes into picture we have to write for clarity's sake okay either one if this expression is true result true or else this expression true result will be true yes because we are using logical or either one but in between you are using and okay yes this is also we have to know and moreover I already told you here if followed by we have between okay we can also use if the data object is variable and all is between followed by value 1 and value 2 then this is another type so between and is also used for checking this particular variable value so this is used generally to check the range of values okay range is the value between lower limit and upper limit between, then only this become true. So, what is fundamental rule? Between must followed by and. between keyword must followed by logical element. Okay, these are all about your overall like uh, usages and all. We will going forward all these expressions you will come to know. We will use it in the ABAP. Okay, so we have started with basic topic introducing the fundamentals, right? So, right, this is another type of example. So we will go for another example. Okay, a second example for simple if only. So, like identify, okay, so what is that? Identify user entered, entered value is even number or odd. You know, in mathematics point of view, even numbers like 2, 4, 6 and all. Okay, we will go with even numbers. Odd numbers 1, 3, 5, 7. These are all comes under odd. So what is mathematical eh, formulas? Yes, we know fundamentally if the value divide by 0, then it is it is even number, otherwise odd number. So how do we come to know is we have to go with if after division, okay, after division, check the remainder. Check the remainder. If the remainder is 0, okay, is 0, then even number, okay, yes, even number, otherwise, okay, because you have the basic accounting. So we don't write, go for this. First, you check it out whether parameters. Because if you write hard coded, that is not a best practice always. We will, yes, go for N1 type. So N1 value we are accepting from the user by using, just execute it. You will get the value. You are accepting input from the user. Next. So, like, yes, to want the result value, N2. So N2, if you execute N2, we cannot see here, but that is there in the memory because this is N1 act like parameter variable, N2 act like a general variable declared by data keyword. N2 equals to N1 mod. Uh, After that, this is your expression, independent expression, right? Then next, if N2 value equals to N2 value, we are checking, yes, if N2 value is 0, then write even number, yes, else, check it out, check. So I'm enter 20 here, then execute. So even number, you go for 21, that is your odd number. So program is working fine. Now you want to extend it. So I'm just extending it by using user entered value is you are deciding. Okay, because the result user inputted value or keyed value or entered value is what? Whether it is even or odd. So we are going for this. So always you have to remember that we are using two variables. Two variables should be declared at the declaration, then operation, then printing or displaying. So we are for the structure of the program always same declaration, operation, and output. But output earlier we used to write directly normal output, direct write statement. But here we are going, this write statement is under condition. So out of this, either this condition or this condition only true. Any one only will become true. So if you go to execute it, hmm, you are getting just, we will debug it and I will take you to that. Then only you will understand. So 20. If I execute it, you are getting the result, but how you want to debug, go to slash h. Because after inputting value from the selection screen, you want to debug, only the way is we have to enter after selection screen. That's why slash h you have to enter. You know, initial level I told you slash h. Slash h is used for what? Slash h is used to hmm, start the debugger. Yes, sir. Start the debugger. Yes, to after starting debugger, that is switching into debug mode. Yes. Now, yes, you have to, because since all the code is commented code or dead code, directly control comes to executable state. But now you have to double click on two variables n1 and n2. So you can see here, notice that n1 value 20, n2 value 0. For n2, no value, no memory. So that is N2 comes into picture after this expression. So mod mod is used for remainder based calculations. I already told you. That is okay. Yes. So now it is 0. So that's why remainder is, that is, if the remainder is 0 or non-zero, accordingly we are deciding. Yes, N2 value is 0 now. If it is 0, this is true. This is true, the immediate write statement gets executed. So after write statement, you can directly click on F8. Yes, you no need to, because it goes to see if it is else, directly end if. So this way it works. We will do other way around, opposite scenario, negative case debugging slash h. Okay, you have to know both cases. 21. Don't believe generally just blindly. Go to the same place. Yes, program re-executed. So go to this report statement. Now N1 and N2. Like if you come to here, the expression after expression, what is the N2 result value? N2 result value is 1, not 0. So that is this condition is failed. This expression is failed. Then it comes to else part. This write statement is getting executed. Okay, out. It is going to be display this part. Okay, so this is your I already covered mod is for mod is used for remainder based calculation, and because our expression is into our variables are declared by using integer, it is not rounding, it is giving. Yes. So fine. Moving on to the this is the best example. Okay, so you have to know any writing of the programming is very simple only because most of the functional consultants are attending, listening, uh, okay, across. That's why I'm going very slow because this is a kind of okay, let's say bore to the technical because they already work with so many programs, they understand it very quickly, easily by looking at the code. So, but functional consultants or other freshers' point of view, if they are learning a program, what exactly? So, writing a program before what we have to write it. Because in general, any general scenario is yes, this is first you have to identify the identify mm, identify the problem first. Problem. Problem. Then find out solution. Solution also. Okay. Yes. That is how you want to achieve that. That is, it could be mathematical approach or what how many formulas involved. Right. Once you have done that, then generally we go for writing a write pseudocode. This pseudocode is not a original code, it's a kind of dummy code, alternative dummy code. Or else we will write algorithm also. Algorithm is yes, this way. Right. We will write it. Yes. What is the algorithm for this particular case? Yes. These steps only implemented. Declare, okay, declare variable to accept input from the user. This is the algorithm. Declare variable to hold the result value. The result. So two variables are required. First we will decide them. Then after that, yes, by accepting mm, by accepting input from the user, okay, from the user, yes, using that value, yes, perform operation. That is mod operation. Yes, yes. Perform mod operation. Then next modulus operator through. Yes. Finally, what happens? Get the result value. So that is what happened. Check the result value. Check the result value. If it is zero, if it is zero, then print or display print even number. Yes. If it is non-zero, print odd number. Because I'm just giving a basic. This is called as one type of algorithm or pseudocode. That is, this is common. You can write this program in C also, C++, Java, .NET, Python, everywhere you can write. But this remains the same. That is, algorithm is common for all the programs. Using this algorithm, how you are going to achieve it in ABAP? because till here is it's a common things. But implementing, yes, implementing above statement, implementing above solution in ABAP. Okay, yes. For that required ABAP editor knowledge, editor and ABAP knowledge. That's it. If you have this two, you can implement it. Okay, this is what. So for anything, for any program, it is always comes with what is required first of all. You have to know whether you want to declare two variables hard coded in the program or you want to dynamically decide. So you have to so you want to can develop it whatever the way you want it. So, but it is good to know how you develop this program, right? So this is your overall. Let us to at least one time how we go for yes. So this is algorithm over program written, program save check activate tested as per ABAP standards. Then test criteria, coding standards. So many things comes into picture. So for each program also you have to have this basic knowledge. Okay, how do you develop the program and all? These are all covers under. So that's why again I am telling you, people says if you are good at one programming, learning or working on other programmings are easy because it is similar only. We'll move on to the next topic. So we are moving to slowly main programming topic. That's why still anyone have any questions also, they can ask, okay, or they can provide in the my group also, Q&A purpose. Okay, these are all comes under simple if. Then we will go to the next nested if statements. So nested if statements, example program, separate example programs we are writing. Program for nested if, yes, expressions. So like, so what exactly the nested if concept is this? Like we know is developing a program, develop program uh, which accepts marks from the user. These are all marks from the user. And the next, what you have to do is based on the inputted value by the user and decide and display the student secured rank, secured or achieved rank or marks of division, rank or division. It's simple. These are all C programs only. We are going to write it, rewrite it into a app. That's it. You can take it from any other things also. This is common. We know foundationally, fundamentally, we know normally mathematics in any uh, subject. Okay, we go for the out of 100, if you consider 0 to 35 is the if you get 0 to 34 is failure, 35 is pass. So 35 to we have a range of ordinary range, say that is a third class, achievement of third class, second class, first class range, and distinction range. These are all the ways you can decide it. So this there are several programs are there in that. So overall, which division use the student secured, student achieved, which division, which that way you can write it. Or else, if you want to write it, you can accept marks for each subject wise, you can achieve it and you can add it and divide it by 600. Like different programs, you can write it what exactly your requirement. Accordingly, we can develop the code and all. Okay, yes. So, but we will go with a simplified program first. Rather than hard coding, we will write parameters. Type is a keyword I. So that is, you have to know that how you accept value from user parameters. So user enters mark over here. Then based on that, we will decide, yes, we are going to the, yes, if the marks should be, yes, obviously greater than 0, right? And marks, yes, less than, okay, 35. Yes, this is like what is that this particular case? This is a falls under uh, right statement. This is a kind of uh, fail, right? This is the fail concept. Then go to else if marks. Okay, here it is greater than or equals to, also you can write it, not a problem. So marks, yes, greater than or equals to 35 and marks greater than, yes, less than 40, then this is, it is your, then if you go to the else if marks is greater than or equals to 40 and marks less than 50, okay, then write this is second division. Yes, okay, second division, second class. Anything is okay. Next, else if marks greater than or equals to 50, marks. So you have to write logical and marks less than, mm, less than or this one 60. Now write statement. Yes. Here it is first division. This correct? No, this is not. This is actually this is your concept for marks. What is that? Yes, this is your greater than 60. Next, if we go to the uh, else if marks greater than 75, marks less than, this is student power distinction. This is, and so if you have to see if, else if, and if at a time you want to convert it, yes, this indentation is important. Click on pretty printer, it will convert this way. So we will go to 175 above, 100 below 100, yes, equals to, or equals to also you can write it, not a problem, because yes, this is your, okay. Next, here, because that is the outer limit we are writing. Then next, what is our first division? First division is 60 to 75 is this one. Then this comes under second, 50 to 60. Then if it is, then directly we are coming to here. Yes. So 35 to 50 we will write it. Okay. Yes. 50 to 60. Yes. Then done. Everything is over. Right. So we will test it here. Okay. Just we have the values 92. I am coming from the beginning. 92 is a distinction range. Yes. 82 is also distinction. Then 72, if I write it, it is a first division. And 62 marks, it is also first division. Then go to 52, 52 is second division. Yes, right. Then 42 is third division. Correct. Yes. 32 is fail. Then go to 22, fail. Then 12, fail. Then 2, fail. Correct. But if I write -2, minus marks, we don't get it. If I write 102, 102 also right. So to handle such cases, we have to write else part. Yes, this is the last and least. So one else, because I want to show you without else also. Yes. So here, this is a kind of caution. Enter the marks between, enter the marks between, yes, like 1 to 100. Yes, that is the last and the least. Yes, beauty printer, then activate. Okay, yes, execute it. Now we go with -2. You are getting this result. Enter the marks between 1 to 100. Even if I go to 102, execute it. Enter the marks. Okay, so that this is the last and least case. Okay, so now we know that we are all past 10th, 12th degree PG and all. So all those things, you, because I just implemented out of 100 only. You can go for, okay, uh, whatever the way you want to do it. So, but this, sometimes this fail we want to write it. This is optional also. Fail, generally we will keep it under else. Okay. Or else if the user enters, because we don't know, user may enter right value, wrong value, or anything. If user enter the alphanumeric, it does not accept because integer input value, it won't accept alphanumeric. User cannot enter. Obviously, user enter numbers. Numbers may have integer. The problem with integer is it accept minus values also. So these are all the cases we have to check with this type of okay. All possible cases. Yes, at max, at most, whatever the possible things we are covering. And you may get a doubt in this in place of symbols. You can use you can also use English letters also. So that depends. But as a good practice, you have to give space before and after. Operator, before and after, you have to give space and you observe it. Every if statement, else if statement, and again, end if statement, everything is ended with because these are all acting like an independent individual statement. In new ABAP editor supports this code compression. You can compress it. Yes, simple. Place the cursor on this plus icon. It will show what this code is all about. So the short expanded expression. Okay, this way. So again, if you miss this indif, you will get error of yes. This is already known. If I write, if I go for hmm, this else no, else is optional. I said right. Next, that is it's a kind of default statement. Then else if you can keep all else ifs or keep two three else ifs. That depends how many else ifs you want to. So else if is a single. Yes, this is also we have already covered. Yes. So else dot 51 line. That is either you put dot or else you combine with another if. Okay. Right. Next. What else? If I write after else if, I will just place uh, dot directly rather than the expression. What will happen? I commented it down. So now error message. So if, else if, while and check must be followed by logical expressions. That is after else if what is possible space check control space. So this control space through cast CUND corresponding exact filter new reduce operator space because this is the latest syntax latest editor 7.5 onwards reduce all those keywords are introduced. So it is supporting the latest one. Okay, you know. So you have to else if must followed by if and else if must followed by expressions, logical expressions. But else and end if followed by nothing already told you. So we have, but each else if no need to end with end if that you remember it. Okay, and moreover, else if cannot be right directly outside. That is, if at all I will comment this directly direct statement. I want to begin with else if followed by something like that end if this is wrong. So you cannot write like that. It should be under if, and again you know these rules and all. Okay, you cannot begin with else if. That is another big mistake. Also, all these things you have to know about it. And moreover, you have to, as a best practice, like nowadays, what is happening is yes. If the program is okay, we are yes. If you go this way, see, we are only looking right now if statement. Where is end if this type of because we are working with a 100 lines, 1,000 lines code. Somewhere the end if is there. Somewhere if is there. So you have this facility. If you double click on if, control goes to end if. If you double click on end if, control comes to if. But nowadays, as per recent this thing, uh, as per coding guidelines, even after writing all if and after end if, you have to write inline comment. This is for this. Okay, yes, as it is. That is, yes, we will keep this if statement in the if statement in the commented, so that you see when control comes to below section, the if is not visible. If you go to the above section, end if is not visible. That is, if you don't know the end if, we cannot conclude that this program ended with what or begins with what. What is happening? What is the comparison? All these things. So, as a best practice, all end ifs must be written. What is this end if? What is the you are writing at end if level? What exactly is corresponding if you have to write it. So this if through we are doing the marks comparison so that anybody by looking at this because if you go with a large size program, it looks like this. That's why you need this indentation. Begin column, end column should be aligned with a similar this thing. Then only okay, it looks nice. Okay, yes. Otherwise, that is under confusion also, right? Yes, so this type of things also important. If you go to here, just if you write 1 equals to 1, then if 2 equals to 2, then if see automatically it going to the inside. 3 equals to 3, enough. But now I will write end if, end if, both. This is this looking nice? No. You click on pretty printer, it will automatically indentation. Yes, this is what. So you can see here, this is column 1, column 1. You double click, it will take you to this. Double click, it will take you to this. Double click, it will take you to this. So this is column at 3. End if also begins with column 3. This is column 5. This is column 5. Okay, so this way you have to know the if and ifs related. Okay, right. So number of, but what I said, each if and if, don't consider sometimes lot of while working with a large size program, lot many confusions are there. Mm. So which end if for double click on if it goes to corresponding end if, or double click on end if it goes to the corresponding if also. Okay. So what I was saying, yes, this is your, yes, we will write this way. Even though it is a small, known, understandable program also, this is also one type of coding standard. I am introducing the coding standard so that see, this is wrong. We have to go with this expression should come for this, correct? Because it's corresponding and correct. So this expression should come for this. This which we can syntactically correct. So first, if as long as this is true, it goes inside, it goes inside, it goes inside, it will print this. If I write something, yes, it is true statement, yes. So you will also get, yes. If I don't give any value, also you are getting that is fail by default. It is considering integer initial value is 0, so 0 comparison to it is giving. Okay, clear? Yes. So last, before ending, we will go for at least one time. We will go to this particular case, how uh, this one works. Okay, executed. Testing 92. 92 value as a user. I entered the value as 92 slash h. Then go to yes. Okay, go to desktop 3. Mm, Desktop 3. Then come to here. Then marks 92. So the first condition. So you have to know because debugger is we have to we will really understand the program debugger. Debugger gives much more clear picture. So when you write two conditions under logical expression, because if you want to write less than uh, less than 35 you have to write or less than equals to 34 you can write. Even in this case also less than or equals to 49 you can write less than or equals to 59, 74, 99, etc. Or you want to write it like only less than, then you have to. So between, color differences and all, which one is the keyword, which one is the expression and all, operators and all fundamentals, that's why we are writing. Among these too many right statement, but output point of you will get only one condition become true. That's why always you will get one output only, always outside. So marks is a variable which is like integer. So you are already got 92. So it checks first condition is false. It goes to second condition checking. False. It goes to next level. False. False. Then this is true. When it is true, it goes inside the statements written between else if and else between. It could be one line or 10 lines, all the statements gets executed. Then right statement. After that, it is going to the else. It is not going to else directly, it is going to end if jump out. The control structure, okay, it ends by end if. End if through, after end if only, the program gets terminated. It goes to the finally output. Okay. So this is all about your overall, yes, like overall program. Okay. If nested if, simple if, nested if. Okay. That's all for today's session. Case will continue tomorrow, next sessions. Okay. Thank you.